Hello, folks. I hope you're all doing well and want to say thank you and say how much we appreciate you joining us tonight. And I also am going to say up front, none of us, the five people you see here, are in Hawaii or at the beach or anywhere like that. Because it's a Sunday night, we're at our homes. And for me personally, my name is Eric. I'll introduce everyone in a moment. But for me personally, I'm here with two extremely hyperactive and loud dogs. So if they start going crazy, I'm going to try to mute my screen. Just and if you hear something now, that's a rubber pig that one of them has. I'll let that one go. That's a big golden retriever we have that loves this little pig. So here's the first thing how we'll start. We keep our summer camp in Hawaii intentionally small. We only have like 25 to 30 spots open. I do apologize. That's a toy. I promise you. We only have 25 to 30 spots open. A good number of them are taken, but we do have some room left for those who are joining us tonight. And I believe that some people here with us are have already signed up, and others are just here to learn about the program. I think I have that right. The other thing I want to say is that you can hear that. I'm going to try to give them okay. The other thing I want to say is that where it says say something nice, could everybody just type in yes, hello, I'm here, or just thumbs up, something like that down in the right-hand corner? Because we can't, the good thing about this Crowdcast tool is we can, beautiful, okay, from North Carolina, very cool, because we can't see you. You can only see us on this, and so if you join us in other meetings like this going forward, you're going to be able to. We're going to move to a different platform, and I'll let you know all about that. But for right now, we can't unfortunately see you. So I'm glad to know that you're here. So here's where we're going to start. I'd like to just go ahead and introduce everybody. I want you all to know that this camp is as you're about to find out, a serious family business. We all find that it works together this way best. We have in the summertime a day camp in Los Angeles that we can host up to 200 kids a day sometimes. And we have many camp counselors and directors. But for this camp in Hawaii, we only take, as I mentioned, 25, 30 campers. And generally, it's just us and some other counselors you'll see pictures of in a few moments. But for me, I'm Eric. I'm one of the directors. All of us are camp directors. I don't know how you I'm going to say, hold on a second. Abby, can you just talk and introduce people? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, absolutely. Hi, everyone. I'm Abby. As Eric just mentioned, I'm also one of the camp directors. This will be my third summer now doing the Hawaii trip and my fourth summer working for Aloha Beach Camp. I've also worked at the day camp he mentioned, and I'll go ahead and pass it over to Josh and Noah.
Go ahead. Hi, we are Eric's twin sons. My name is Josh. It's nice to meet you all. Yeah, I'm Noah. Good to meet everyone. This is Noah. Kiana, do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. Hi, I'm Kiana. I'm one of the camp directors. I've been working at the camp for about 3 years, and yeah, I'm really excited for the Hawaii trip.
Very cool. Thanks. I'm hoping these little bones will keep these dogs quiet for a few moments anyway. So the thing is, it's a family business, and my wife, the boys' parents, the boys' mom, and they have a sister. Her name's Sarah, my daughter. The two of them are out of town today, so they usually are on here with us too and do a lot of work for the camp. But they're not here tonight, so it'll just be us. And I put together a little presentation, a little slideshow. We'll go through it. Should answer many questions, but please know that we're always here to help and support you. We don't have, if the slideshow doesn't answer your questions, then we're going to have Q&A time here. We know Sunday night, I'm sure you've got a ton to do tomorrow. And so we don't want to keep you very long. But if you have any questions, never hesitate. There's 2 or 3 ways to address the questions. You could wait until we're done and call us or text us. We'll give you all our emails and all that. Maybe we can drop in our emails in the say something nice box. I keep referring to that because I don't know. I didn't put that placeholder words in there. That's just part of the platform. If you do have to say something, I've been trying to figure out how to change it to say aloha or something like that. So if you have a question, go ahead and type it into there. You can do that. And the last thing is, right, I assume your screen looks like mine does, where below Abby, it says ask a question. That is a little bit harder for us to manage in real time, but you could do that too. So those are the three things. Wait till we're done, put it in there, say something nice, which is probably our preference, and ask a question also. And we're going to leave this, we're recording this, and we're going to put it on our website, and we'll leave this up for others who are going to come later, to who might want to, who have missed it tonight. I think 16 people registered, and looks like that's roughly what we're looking at. But we have these where 2 people come and 502 people come, and that 502 will be coming later in the springtime and will already be sold out by then. So I'm glad, we're glad that you're here with us. One thing I do want to, just last time I mentioned this little box down there of the say something nice thing. This is going to stay online, so you can always return to here and put in more notes into there. So if you think of a question a week from now, please feel free to drop it in there, and we'll return to this screen many times and be able to answer your question that way. We won't get official notification that you did put something there or wrote something, but we'll be able to, but we'll keep checking it just manually. Okay, so so that's that. So I want to. Could you mention? Could you guys say if you've already registered, or you're just here to to learn about the program, just investigating it? Anybody that's online with us in the box there, if you're inclined. If not, we'll go forward. I'm pretty sure there's some people are both. Okay, so learning beautiful. Okay, thank you very much. And I know there are others who are in the same situation. I think of the 16, it's probably half and half. So I'm going to try to share my screen with you. I think the best way, too many video sources. Okay. Josh, no, you guys go off for a moment, would you? And then I'll invite you back after. I don't know why. Yeah. Okay. We can just. I'm hoping everyone can see my screen. I think you probably can. So I want to go back to the beginning here. This is just me putting this together today. That's why we're there. So we have 2 weeks of camp this year. We've always had only just 1 week, which was the first week in August. But this year we've added a second week, and so that means kids can come to camp for 1 week or both weeks. And if you choose, you could come the first week for one session, the second week for a different session, or combine the 2 weeks, Monday through Friday. It's really 12 days, but that's what we're calling 2 weeks. Sometimes parents are, and campers too, are a little intimidated or fearful, totally understandable about whether they have aquatic, ocean experience and that kind of thing. You absolutely don't have to have that. We will, the program is completely instructional. We teach kids from the ground up how to do everything. I'm sorry. It's an accredited camp. That's a very big deal to us and hopefully to you. We can talk about what that means shortly. And I know that this is not cheap. I've mentioned I have 3 kids of my own, and I don't know if I could come up with everything needed to send them all to camp if I wasn't a part of the administration. So there's definitely ways to get discounts and payment plans and that kind of thing. This program takes place on the north shore of Hawaii, north shore of Oahu in Hawaii. And this is what the camp looks like from a bird's eye view, from like a drone bird's eye view kind of thing. This is also, these are our cabins, and the camp is on the beach, as you can see. It's very calm with no waves, nothing like that. It's on the north shore, as I mentioned. We are basically the host. Camp Mokuleia is the facility property that hosts us for the 2 weeks. So we are able to use their property because they run their own camp in Hawaii until the 1st of August. And then all the kids in Hawaii go back to school at that time. So this site becomes available to us after their campers go back to school. And then as you see down below here, this volcano, that's sort of an iconic Hawaiian picture. Many people, whether or not you've been to Hawaii, probably have seen that before. This is Waikiki Beach, where we do a lot of surfing and other activities and sightseeing and shopping. Now, the thing is, this location, the North Shore, is about 45 minutes from here. So we do take field trips. We have vans available to us. We all have special driver's license to drive the vans. And we go maybe, I would say, 3 full days we're spending at the campsite, and maybe a day and a half, 2 days on field trips and visiting different places. There's really not a great surfing spot here, but there is here in the summertime. So that's why we do those kinds of things. And we go to Waikiki Beach to surf, as I mentioned, but there's also tons of great restaurants and things like that, and shopping and everything else. And you can probably hear the plastic bag that's being shredded by the dog now. So our camp, the property is beautiful. It's about 25 acres, probably more. That's a guess on my own thought. I really don't know that for sure. The program, we have a swimming pool in addition to being beachfront. The program is really made for campers to experience as much or as little as they want. There's really no if we're doing something someday on the schedule, it says swimming pool, but one of the kids instead wanted to go on the ropes course and miss the swimming pool, it doesn't mean that they can't go in the swimming pool tomorrow. They'll just speak up and ask and sign up for that, and we can always arrange extra activities of one component of the program or fewer of another. Some activities, as I mentioned, take place on site, and then other times we go off site to the different hiking areas around town, or like I mentioned, to Waikiki Beach, or secret kayaking coves, snorkeling areas, that kind of thing. We have not put together, sometimes parents ask us for a specific itinerary, and we haven't really come up with it. Every year it's pretty much, partially resembles the same thing from year to year, but it never is exactly the same. So because sometimes the same campers, I guess more than sometimes, return to camp with us and enjoy the program year after year. So we always want to share with them back a lot of the stuff that they like, but also some new things. So this is just a kind of a good example of a daily, what might happen on one single given day. The campers will wake up. We help them wake up, have breakfast, go to our climbing wall and zip line, and do banana boat riding. This can all happen at camp on our property. Then we'll have lunch, go on a field trip to go surfing and boogie boarding and sightseeing in downtown Waikiki. And then we have a lot of, the camp doesn't end at the daytime because it's an overnight camp. We have a lot of dinner. We have a lot of evening activities after dinner, crab catching right in front of our cabins. There's sea turtle swimming everywhere that we, all the beaches we go to, including right in front of our cabins, and we have big campfire area too. We have, I always say that there's about somewhere between 100 to 200 activities and that we have available. And I've started to make a list, and then I gave up, but I got up to 120. This was 2 or 3 days. We just got back from Hawaii from a trip. And when we all of us And then when we got back, I started making a list of all the different activities that were available, and I stopped at 120. And there's not 120 here, but obviously there's a lot. I think this looks really cool if you watch this all pretty much together. So let me get that done for you. We have a lot of different things for kids to choose from. When I was talking about the itinerary before, this is all part of it. Banana boating, zip lining, going on a what we call monster ocean swing, all this kind of thing. You see the sea turtle underneath here. This is because there's sea turtles everywhere where we are visiting at camp, from Waikiki Beach to another beach called Sunset Beach that we enjoy all the time, to right out in front of our cabins and elsewhere. And then this is only obviously just 3 videos. We have many more on our YouTube channel. There's Kiana, one of the guys that I just kicked off of here. Josh, I'll get them back in a little while. But this is this is them counselor. This is when they were counselors at our day camp. They're camp directors now, and they are. Everybody is at least 19. We're all like 21 and over. I'm 56, so that's very close to 19. Everyone goes through, even my own kids, multi-phase interview process, not just interviewed by me, but by many others. They are criminally background checked. They go through a sex abuse registry to clear that through the FBI. They all are CPR, lifeguard, and first aid trained and certified. So even though we're going to a beach that's supervised by a public lifeguard, we're all lifeguards too. Boys and girls get their own cabins. This is what happens outside. We have a lot of benches and stuff for them to do arts and crafts and games and do things with right in front of the cabin. These are what the cabins kind of look like. We have white, these plus ones that are painted white. This is how it looks inside. These are like bunk bed style cabins. Boys and girls get their own cabins. Counselors are in the cabins with the kids. It's totally private with private bathrooms and showers. 4 bedrooms. There's like, when you walk in, you'll see there's 4 specific bedrooms, and each of the bedrooms in each cabin has room for I think 16 total people can fit in there. So there's 4 bedrooms and 4 beds per bedroom, if I'm not mistaken. And we'll send you a packing list prior to coming, but you'll just want to send 3. You'll want to send a sleeping bag or sheets and all that, but that'll come on the packing list. I want to talk just real quickly about food. This picture you see down below, this is way pre-COVID, and when we had a huge camp in our dining hall. This is this is nothing like this anymore. This is our dining hall from the outside. There's only probably 10, 12 tables in there now. Meals are provided by the camp. Hawaii, as you may know, is famous for its fresh fruit and vegetables and stuff. So salads and 3 healthy meals are provided by the camp. When we go on field trips, we will always cover the cost of the camp will always cover the cost of the restaurants. And if campers have dietary restrictions or are allergic to food and all that, we'll pass this along to our camp chef, and this way we'll know in advance that we need to accommodate that, and we'll do so gladly. For enrollment, we, as I mentioned, have to operate for 2 weeks. You can choose 1 week, one of the 2 weeks, or both weeks. The discounts are available. They technically was supposed to expire a week or 2 ago. I believe maybe December 1st for the early bird rate, but so many people asked us to hold it, so we're going to hold it again till a little bit longer by December 10th. You can get sibling discounts, military discounts. Many people in Hawaii are associated with the military, or you don't have to even live in Hawaii because campers come from all over the world. But military discount, multi-session discount, that's what I meant by the 2 weeks. And if you'd like to, nothing is due when you sign up. accept a $400 deposit, I think, to hold the space, which is refundable if you change your mind. But and then the balance would be due on May 1st, but you don't have to, if payment plans will be helpful, we're easy going. So this one here is just for the week, and this one is for 2 weeks. I think you get like a 5 or 10% discount in addition to the early bird. So that's a pretty good deal. And so that's like a 2-week camp session that we just condensed into about a 10-minute program. So I'm gonna try to undo my screen, and let's see what happens here. Am I back? Yes? Nice. Now, would one of you guys mind asking if they can come back? Josh and Noah, maybe text them, and then that would be wonderful. And I'll try to let them on when they come. Is anyone go ahead and talk, Abby or Kiana? I'm gonna get the dogs.
We love those puppies, but they are a little mischievous sometimes. Yeah, I think Eric gave a really good overview of everything really that the Hawaii camp has to offer. I can't emphasize enough how beautiful of a setting it is to stay at Camp Mokulea. The grounds are incredible, really getting to be oceanfront. We sent a lot of pictures to parents last year, and a lot of the parents asked when they could sign up for camp. So it's definitely a stunning spot. If anyone does have questions at this point, I think it's a good time to open that up. If there's specific things you want us to touch on that maybe the presentation didn't speak to, again, you can type that in the Say Something Nice box or click the Ask a Question. And Eric,
no, I don't think so. I think is everyone happy with how we just sort of described everything, and things are going to really pick up now. Last year, when I can tell you right now, one of the dogs is about to go haywire. But last year, when we had our very first, meeting like this online, then many of the people that were here in the first time asked us to do a second one, which we'll do again. And we're expecting more people. We're going to open it up to more people. So I'm going to try to click that. So if you have questions, how do you apply to be a counselor? Oh, nice. We're going to start to recruit counselors in February. So if you want to send an email to, I think it's jobs@alohabeachcamp.com. I think that's what it is. Then we can meet you and interview you and do all that. Or if you know somebody, maybe it's not for you, but yeah. All right. Does anyone else have any questions? All good? That was our daughter signed up for the 2. Nice. Okay. Yeah. I did you join us? Have you been here the whole time? Oh, we're super excited too. Very cool. Have you been here the whole time? Very good. Thank you. Okay. Do you have any? Would you like a dog? Would you like 2 dogs? do you have? Oh, you can have 5. You do. This is not. It's not out of the question for me anyway. How do you say your name? Lael? Is that correct? No, thanks. All right. I can. Nice. Okay. All right. So we'll definitely be in touch with you, and we're going to have another program like this just for registrants that are already signed up, and then we'll have another one soon after for families that are just considering it. But as we've never ever, just because of the demand, we have like slots for 30. Like 25 or 30 kids, and I would say probably 23 of them are already gone. So we've never had something this soon into earlier in the fall or beginning of winter. So we just wanted to get this rolling and welcome everyone who is signed up and who is contemplating, and then we'll sort of go forward. We'll have another one of these, but more particularly another one soon for families that are signed up already, and another for for those considering. All right. We still vacation there. Well, we were from Go Cubs. That's what I say. Nice. All right. This is getting bad. This is getting bad right now. And Kiana goes to UCLA, and I'm a USC fan, so we have a lot of rivalries happening here. But I just have to say go Cubs. That's like diehard Cubs, man. I'm glad she's coming. Regarding camp, does anyone have did the boys? Let me see if I can get them back. Okay, go Bear. I'm with you there. Okay, we're gonna have Josh back on here. Yeah, I do like the Bears. And my daughter, my daughter who didn't make it, as we've mentioned, there they are. There's those two guys. Her boyfriend is just like a crazy Bears fan. Dad's from Chicago. He's a big time Bear fan. Okay, we really missed you too. And you got off easy. So next time you'll be facilitating this. So I think I'm going to try to splice this together and cut the times out that I had to run away and get the dogs to be quiet and stuff. But we'll be sure to leave this online for you all. I'll say thank you. And this is definitely the shortest one we've had. But do not hesitate to let me do this. If you have any questions, everyone else on here, Kiana, Josh, Abby, Noah, do not have Aloha Beach Camp emails. They only have personal emails, but they will have personal emails shortly. So you can reach out to all of them. Kiana at Aloha Beach Camp, Abby at Aloha Beach Camp, that kind of way. Just give me a day or two. But all of us will be able to read this one for now. Okay, and don't forget to return here. Last thing. If you have any questions that you can text or call, that's a cell phone. And then I believe we have everybody's email, so we'll reach out to you and check in with everybody individually. And if you guys could just stay on screen for a moment or two after we say goodbye to everybody, that would be great. I don't know how that's going to work. Okay, thank you, everybody. I believe we're done. Aloha. If we disconnect, then I'll text all of you. Thank you. Good night.